Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some super viral new fragrances and body care, pretty much the most hyped up ones right now since there was a lot of new launches already in January of this new year, and I'm really excited to talk about it. There is definitely some hits and a lot of misses going on, but I feel like perfume is like at its peak right now and everyone is talking about some of these new scents. So I wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts on these because there was a lot of stuff that I was interested in picking up. So let's go ahead and get started. By the way, this top I know I'm going to get questions about because it is just so vibrant neon. This is actually from the boutique I work at, the Pulse Boutique. I don't think this one is on the website right now. I think it is coming in the next week or two. I'm not sure the exact date, but definitely go check them out. If you do use my link, I always get you guys a 10% off little coupon. We've had some super cute stuff for Valentine's Day, lots of pink stuff, and yeah, I had to pick this one up for myself. But anyways, let's get into these new fragrances. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the new Sol de Janeiro Delicia Drench. This is the body butter. I just picked up the matching spray. It just went on the app today, so if I can link that, I will for you guys. But this actually got a ton of hype, not for the right reasons. Apparently someone had started a comment on a Sephora review that this attracts spiders. Now I don't know if they meant just this one in particular or if they meant all of them, but I guess like spiders do like sweet scents in general. I don't know, and this has an ingredient that I guess maybe spiders might be attracted to, but I don't know how accurate that is. I personally haven't seen any spiders in my house at all since I've had this and have been using it, so that's just my testimonial. People try to, I don't know, make weird fake reviews to get attention. So if you're worried about the spider thing, honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think there's probably enough of that ingredient in here that's actually going to attract spiders. So I personally can only speak from my experience, and I have not seen any spiders. I mean, they might be frozen outside because it is the ice age here in Iowa, but yeah, I haven't experienced any problems since I got this. But this body butter, you guys, I was really not sure what to expect from this. I had no clue what it was going to smell like. This is in the warm and spicy fragrance family with warm and sweet gourmand kind of scent. You guys know I'm all about the gourmands, and this has notes of sugared violet, vanilla, orchid, and sandalwood, which to me, that didn't really sound if I knew I was going to love it, but I will say I picked it up anyway because any Sol de Janeiro scent that comes out, I've never been disappointed. I've never had one that I thought was just like disgusting or I didn't like it. I usually love all of them, and this body butter actually has one of the richest, most thick, creamy textures of all of them. So it's definitely one, if you guys do have more dry skin, it's so moisturizing, and the scent is so good, you guys. From a vanilla lover, I get a lot of vanilla in this fragrance and maybe like a hint of florals in the background, but I think it is absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to smell the spray. But I bought it right away this morning because I knew I loved the body butter so much. But yeah, it smells really good. It's not like baking vanilla, it's not ultra gourmand, it's not sickeningly sweet like their 62, their 71. This one definitely reminds me more in the family of like the 68 or the Bea Flor one. I feel like those are kind of in a similar family. It's just pretty. It has maybe like a floral vanilla, but yeah, it's not like baked goods if you guys aren't really huge gourmand fans, but it still smells really sweet and delicious to me. I love this. I definitely think this is going to be one of my top favorites, especially because this formula is so good, especially for these winter months. It's so hydrating. Let me know if you picked this one up, what your thoughts are. Have you experienced a problem with spiders with this one? Let me know. Okay, another body care line that just came out from a popular makeup brand. This is from Rare Beauty, and they launched body care, so of course I had to go ahead and try it out. I did just go ahead and buy these. Their stuff is, I would say, pretty reasonably priced. Of course, it can seem a little expensive when you're used to like Bath & Body Works fragrance mist, but it's pretty true for like Sephora fragrance mist style. It just seems like fragrance mists have become more and more popular this year. I feel feel like in the last couple years people used to make fun of people who wear fragrance mists, like don't spray your Bath and Body Works around me when I'm wearing Chanel or something silly like that. But fragrance mists, they are really trending, and I've noticed more coming from even perfume brands putting out fragrance mists like Skylar did this year. Fleur's fragrance mists have gone viral this year. Ellis Brooklyn, they released some too, so I could definitely see more brands doing the mists to give us a little bit more affordable option. Do fragrance mists last as long as perfumes? Not usually. That's why they're more inexpensive, because they don't have as much of like the perfume oils as a perfume does. But anyways, long story short, I really wanted to try the Rare Beauty collection, and I was so curious of what the scent would be. By the notes, I honestly could not tell if I was gonna like it or not, but I do have the spray here, and I really love the packaging on this. It has such a nice fine mist, and this scent is definitely very heavy on the sandalwood. So I know not everyone loves those kind of notes, but it smells warm. The whole line is called Find Comfort, and it definitely gives me a feeling of comfort putting these on. It just smells like you're just cozy, snuggled up on the couch in front of like a fireplace. It also gives me like spa vibes, so very relaxing to me. Is this my favorite scent ever? Like one I'm going to reach for to wear going out and stuff? No, this is not my favorite kind of scent, but I do feel like it's kind of more like aromatherapy in a way, where it kind of gets you in that calming kind of mind, you know? So that's kind of what I think it's more for. I am curious to see if they will come out with more scents. Like I would love to see them do just a basic vanilla. I think that would just go really well for them, because this is just not a scent that's going to work for everyone or everyone's going to love. But yeah, it's definitely more of the sandalwood notes. It's hit or miss with people, but I love the formula, and I do find the spray to actually be really long lasting. So this is for me how I would incorporate this into my routine. I would use this like after a bath, before bed, getting out of the shower, as like a wind down kind of scent, because you can definitely pair different scents to go with your mood and with the setting to kind of get into that time to wind down headspace. So that's what I would use it for. And then the lotion, this is really, really nice too. I really like the bottle. The formula is really good. It does smell just like this spray. This one is like a nice medium consistency, and it feels extra hydrating. Like it just feels like a drink of water for the skin, but it's not as thick as like the Sol de Janeiro spray. And you definitely get a little scent out of this one. Of course, the fragrance mist is going to offer a little bit more, and you can layer them together to get the most out of it. But yeah, again, it's just that nice comforting before bed scent. I would probably set this like right next to my bath so I could douse my body in lotion before bed. But I feel like the formulas of these are really good, and I do hope that she does more scents in the line, since this one's just not my favorite scent ever. Okay, time to get into some perfumes. This perfume, oh my goodness, I have had this for a couple weeks. It's probably been 2 or 3, and I haven't been able to talk about it because I got sick recently after getting this in the mail. I couldn't smell hardly anything, but I was able to smell it for like a day or 2, and then I was gone for a bit, so I just wasn't able to get a review up. So I kind of reviewed it on like my Instagram and TikTok, but the Tom Ford Vanilla Sex perfume came out on Sephora. I picked it up. It actually sold out the first day. I think it is available to purchase now, but this has been so hyped, and I keep hearing very polarizing opinions on this one. And for a vanilla lover like me, I wanted to give my opinion, because I feel like, you know, I'm a pretty good judge of a vanilla fragrance. This one, I immediately was disappointed. First of all, this little 1 ounce bottle is almost $300, typical Tom Ford. I don't know what I was expecting, but this actually is very heavy on an almond note, which almond is really hard to do. I feel like with almond scents, they could go wrong. They could go very powdery. They can almost have this Play-Doh, almost pea kind of scent, which is not great. And I think it's almost too Play-Doh-y almond. And I love almonds. Like, give me an almond extract perfume and I am obsessed. This could have been such a good like almond cake kind of scent, but it just has something in there that I don't like. So unfortunately, this was a miss for me. I don't even like the scent in the slightest, but I think it had potential to be great. I'm still waiting on a brand to come up with like the most delicious almond cake kind of scent and actually get the almond right without being Play-Doh or powder. This is just too powdery for me. So I do not recommend this. I haven't really heard many people that actually liked it. I think a lot of people were actually disappointed in this one. I honestly would have liked them to just honestly just do a plain vanilla. But I know it's Tom Ford, so they always have to add something in there that makes it a little different, especially for that price tag. But I think this one's going back to the store because I just cannot justify this for the price, and I don't even want to like layer it with stuff. It's just a huge miss for me. Okay, this scent is not like super new, but it's been on my wish list for a while. I finally received the Manera Roses Vanille perfume. I got this off of Twisted Lily. I love their website to pick up different designer and niche fragrances, and they're also awesome for samples because their samples actually come in spray bottles, which I know Lucky Scent, they don't do that. They have like dab on ones, which they aren't my favorite. So these you get a decent amount of product in, and you can try a bunch of designer niche fragrances that cost a lot that you don't really necessarily want to blind buy. So I had sampled this months ago, finally got it, and I'm in love, you guys. I love this so much. Manera Roses Vanille. It just smells so good. This is like candied roses in cake. It is so sweet, so jammy, and extra strong. I love Zara's Rose Gourmand, and I think that is actually a dupe for this, but I prefer the Manera. I don't know, I just feel like this is so much stronger and sexier. It's also kind of in the same realm as the Delina exclusive from Parfums de Marly, which is really pricey. This is cheaper than the Delina, and this is sweeter than Delina too. If Delina was like too rosy for you and it's just a little too heavy on the florals, then I would try this one. It's definitely very sweet, jammy. It smells like very gourmand in my opinion, and I think it's done so well, and it just lasts forever on the skin. I do have a code with them. I'll leave it down below if you guys want to check them out. You can always get 10% off. They have Baccarat on there, Montel, Manera, Juliet Has a Gun, so you could save 10% on those fragrances that usually never go on sale. So I'll have that linked down below. But yeah, I highly recommend checking out Roses Vanille. I think they even sell a smaller size than this, and of course the samples if you guys want to try before you buy, which I always recommend when you're spending over $100 on a perfume. Okay, next up, I have been dying to try this. I did a video of, I think it was last month, where I was just talking about some upcoming fragrances that I was really excited about, and this one was on the list as well as the Tom Ford. But this is the new YSL Black Opium Over Red, and I always buy the Black Opium flankers that come out. I just love their perfumes. YSL always hits the mark for me. I love their Libra line, and then the Black Opium line is so good to me. I know not everyone loves Black Opium, but their last one, the La Parfum, which is the very heavy vanilla, was so good. And this new Over Red version was supposed to have a cherry note, so I was really excited to try this because I love cherry in my fragrances. So spraying this one, I do get the cherry right off the bat. It does come out very strong cherry. Kind of reminds me of like cherry and chocolate in a way. But eventually, as this sits on the skin, you do lose that cherry, and it kind of smells almost too similar to the Black Opium La Parfum, which is the vanilla one. So I love that vanilla one, but I'm like, I don't really need this if it's going to smell basically the same drying down. But I love the opening of this. I just wish that cherry could stick around because it is so pretty. If you are more about like the opening of scents and you just kind of like that first initial spray, if you don't have the La Parfum yet, then definitely check this one out because it is a really pretty cherry fragrance. I need to try pairing this one with the new Bath & Body Works Sweetheart Cherry. I feel like maybe that would bring out the cherry a little bit more, or pairing with like a Tom Ford dupe that I have for Lost Cherry, like the Finery one. That could be really pretty. But yeah, I don't know, it just kind of made me sad that that cherry didn't stick around, and it just smells way too similar to their last release. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I really had high hopes, but I feel like it kind of let me down a little bit, even though it smells amazing. in the opening notes. Okay, I did want to show this perfume here. This was actually a TikTok shop buy. There's been a lot of Arabian perfumes that have gone viral on TikTok, and I did pick this one up because it's supposed to be a dupe of Kayali's Pistachio Gelato, which was probably one of the most trending perfumes last year. So now the dupes have started coming out, and I'm actually shocked how close this is, and I feel like it's even better than the Kayali. I hate to say that. I really don't always like to support dupes, especially when it's definitely directly copying a brand that came out with a fun, original, and unique scent. But I understand if you're on a budget, you don't want to pay the $100 price tag that the Kayali is. But this brand, they just did it even better. It actually lasts way longer on the skin. I know Arabian perfumes usually do a really good job at coming out with really affordable fragrances that actually last like your niche $300 perfumes, which is crazy. But yeah, this smells so good. It smells just like the Pistachio Gelato, maybe a hint sweeter. I don't know, something about this just, it smells delicious, which if you haven't tried that one, it kind of smells a little bit like a clean ice cream shop. You do smell a little bit of the pistachio. It has like this fruity zestiness to it. Kind of reminds me of cotton candy a little bit, but it is so good. And if you're even wanting something just a little bit more longer wearing, definitely check this one out. It's pretty affordable. It's on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below, but I was really impressed with this dupe. Okay, I don't think I've talked about this one on my channel yet, but I received the Prada Paradox Intense perfume. This one actually was gifted to me. I do own the original Paradox from them, and I love that fragrance. I do think it is a little basic. It does smell a little generic, like a typical designer perfume. I know some of those can smell very similar, but it's just such a nice, like, everyday kind of scent. It's a spicy, warm floral, and it's beautiful. So they came out with this intense version, and holy crap, this lasts so long. Like, it truly is intense. At first, I will be honest, I wasn't sure if I really liked it. It was just a bit much for me in the beginning, but now this has grown on me so much. Sometimes it just takes a few wears to really get a feeling for a fragrance. And I don't know, I might like this even more than the original. I just think it is still very fruity, spicy. It does still have those warm florals, but overall I think it is very sweet. I feel like I get more fruitiness out of this version, and it's just so long lasting. It's insane. So I love this little bottle too. It has it's basically in the shape of the Prada logo, and yeah, it's such a good one. I highly recommend picking up the Intense even if you have the original. I still think this one is pretty different. The keynotes in this one are jasmine, ambrofix, and moss accord. Kind of weird, but I swear it's actually very sweet to me. Okay, so as I was sitting down to edit this video, look what showed up at my doorstep. This is the new Sniff Vanilla. So I had to include this. I had to. We're gonna do a first impression together because I feel like this has been very hyped, so deserves to be in a viral perfume video. But basically, Sniff has come out with a vanilla fragrance, which they don't really have like a pure vanilla. So of course I was so excited about this one. They actually asked if they could send it to me, which made my day. They never like put me on PR before, so I was so excited because you guys know I'm a vanilla girly. So this is Vanilla Vice. I believe this sold out very quickly, and they are working on restocking. Hopefully we see this at Ulta too, since Ulta started carrying Sniff. But Sniff perfumes I do enjoy. They make some really good scents. They're a little more affordable than your typical perfume. I think they retail for $60, which most perfumes retail for like $100. But a lot of their scents aren't like the most long lasting, but I do feel like they're very nice. I would compare them to like Fleur. That's kind of what they remind me of. But it says here, a vanilla scent is so nice that you'll call it a vice. If you have a soft spot for soft serve, off the bat they're comparing this to vanilla ice cream. It says leave behind the one note wonders for a complex rich base of ice cream, Madagascar vanilla, amberwood musk, and Orchinox sprinkled with sparkling sugar and jasmine. All right, I'm gonna put some on my skin and some on my clothes. Ooh, that's pretty. This reminds me of something. Right away when you spray it, you get almost like this woodsy vanilla. Like, it kind of reminds me of like the Fleur vanilla spray. What's it even called? but that's like super trending right now. But as it dries down, it definitely gets kind of almost this marshmallowy, sugary vanilla that's really rich. It does have kind of the dark notes of amber in there. This is really pretty. I do like this. I don't think it smells like photorealistic vanilla ice cream. That one to me, if you guys have tried Dolce by Rosie Jane, it literally smells like ice cream. This one, it's like a kind of deeper amber sugary vanilla. Okay, as I let this sit on the skin, I just thought of what exactly this smells like. This smells like a vanilla version of Baccarat, kind of almost similar to Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla, because it dries down really sugary, like that same kind of Baccarat cotton candy essence that has. So that's really what it reminds me of. It has more of that like dark amber in the opening, but yeah, the dry down is really sugary, sweet, light, and airy. That's pretty much my summary of these new fragrances, what I thought. Just wanted to kind of do a little haul, my first impressions, if I thought they were good or not. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what new perfumes you've been loving, you've been hating. I want to hear, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.